Where to focus on, especially on the technology side, on the audio trends, analog, digital, because of the music. But
Yes.
it's you now you can hear where you are at the high-end exhibition.
Yes,
That's why music is playing in the background.
I see one of our products in the background. So you pick the products to suit the environment.
Yeah.
So we are lucky. So we're gaining traction. People are becoming more aware of this.
Sales channels you sell your
Yes,
products,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, but will there be like let's say a turntable from Ruark in the future?
It
Yes.
takes you a long time.
Yeah.
So, and our products have generally always been the same from the concept.
Then, okay, yeah, I think that's good. So, hello, we are here with Alan from Ruark. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much. Welcome to Munich and welcome to the high-end fair exhibition.
Yeah, we're pleased to be here.
Yes.
For umpteenth time, but it's a good show. One of the best in the world, I think.
Yeah, and the last time in Munich, unfortunately, this year.
Yes.
So,
I know, that's a shame that. It's been good, so we'll see what happens next year.
yes,
Yeah.
but Vienna is also nice, also a nice city. So we will see. And it's a city of
Move
music.
around a bit and travel.
Yes. Yeah.
Visit all the cities of Europe.
Yeah.
That would be a good idea.
So yeah, tell us something about Ruark. So where do you come from? What was the idea of founding the company? What was the idea of coming up with audio products?
Okay. So Ruark is a company was founded 40 years ago, 1985. But the history of Ruark goes way back. My father was a cabinet maker, woodworker, so he was making furniture and he got involved in the early days of the hi-fi industry, making radiograms, progressed on to making speakers. So it was something that we, as a family, as a kid, I remember it was a hobby of my dad's. And we used to make, back in those days, people made their own system, made their own speakers, buy these kits, amplifiers, and something started as a hobby, and our family and friends listened to them and said, "Oh, they sound really good. You should do this as a business." So we had a few loudspeaker designs, developed them, then took them out to some local dealers who also said, "No, these are good," and that's when the ball started to roll from there. So we started Ruark in 1985 as a partnership, and we were limited in 1986. And the rest, as I say, is history. So we developed, over the years, quite a few ranges of speakers. They were well reviewed, particularly in the UK, with a good UK market and a European market. Then we started to get traction in the Far East, Taiwan, Singapore, Hong Kong were good markets for us. But this was back in the day when hi-fi was strong. So we were very much. I've always said I play the guitar as well. I always played in bands, so I always had a very good idea of what a good sound is. I should add. Okay, so my dad was a cabinet maker. I trained as an engineer. I worked for a company in mechanical engineering. So I think I had a good idea of what mechanically worked to make a good speaker sound good. Because speakers are electromechanical devices. So we worked hard on understanding how materials work together and how a speaker is very much not just. You can't just design a speaker on a computer. It's understanding how the ingredients work together, the cone material, the coil, how everything interacts. I always say it's a bit like a recipe. A chef knows how to blend the ingredients to make a soup or a sauce that tastes. And I think it's very much the same with hi-fi. It's knowing you can use all the best components. Doesn't actually mean you're going to get the best sound. It's knowing how to blend those when things work.
So it's like 80% you can plan and construct everything, and the last 20%, which takes way more time, is the fine tuning to tune it to sound authentic and to be perfect at the end.
With all of our products, I always say it seems to me that the 80% is very quick.
Yeah.
It's that last 20% that takes you a long time.
Yeah.
So, and our products have generally always been the same from the concept to being on sale, it's about 18 months, 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And the first 6 months go by very quickly. You have a product,
Yes.
but it's the fine tuning, it's the listening, it's going back again, changing and listening again. But you always, I think, you know when it's right. When you get a track out, you start listening to one piece of music, and then you go and get another piece of music, and you just start listening, and then you know the product is almost there. A bit more tuning. Of course, you need to know where to draw the line. But yeah, when you start listening to music, when you know the product is right.
Did you use any comparison products or references to compare, to check your performance against others, or is it your focus on your own philosophy?
We do. I mean, obviously, we do listen to other products, but primarily, as I said, my experience of going to listen to a lot of live music, and I think I have a good understanding of what a piano should sound like, what a guitar should sound like. So it's really making it sound like a real life,
authentic.
Real instrument. I think if you design it in comparison to another speaker, also what's really important is that you must listen to all sorts of music, not just. You can never design a speaker or a system like we make now just by listening to one well-recorded track, because you make it sound good on that one track, but not very good. So you listen to a variety of music, everything, and all sorts of put it through its paces.
And how long did you just produce and develop speakers? So what was the time where you started shifting your direction a little bit?
Okay, so we started in 1985. So we started. So for 15 years we had a really good run. And about the turning of the end, we noticed a change in direction of the business. And it was heading more towards like audiovisual, like home theatre and things like that. And I've never been into. My thing is always music.
Stereo.
I mean stereo. Yeah, stereo. I mean, having speakers all around. I mean, I'm proud to say I've never ever had a home theatre system in my home. I mean, I enjoy watching a film, but I don't think it's the So, but music has always been my passion. So, on the back of that, as Ruark, we made some home theatre packages.
Because the market requested it, right?
The market wanted it. But then in the UK, the BBC launched this new radio system called DAB. And on the back of that, we saw an opportunity perhaps to develop this. We had this idea. I'd always been a radio listener, and thought, wouldn't it be nice to develop a high quality radio? And that's where the concept came from, the original R1. And then the R1 really was the original one, and still is today. We have a small hi-fi speaker, so we tune this driving into the box with a good quality amplifier in there and tuner and display. And that's really where when we launched the product back in 2006, it was the Sunday Telegraph. They called it the Aston Martin of DAB radios, and we thought that was perfect. That's just what we wanted. It was just that's what we were trying to hit. And but what we developed that product really to sell through traditional hi-fi dealers. But the surprising thing was that some dealers embraced it, but other dealers thought, well, why do I want to sell a radio? It was like they wanted to sell like really high-end gear. And but when we took it to some like Harrods, Selfridges,
so different sales channels.
And it really opened their eyes to people, the world beyond the normal hi-fi channels. That's not to say our hi-fi dealers came on board in the UK in particular, and now a lot of dealers have seen a new direction. They need to move away to something more that gets new people through the doors. We'll talk about that a bit more. But it was very much. It was an exciting time for us. It was really because we were talking to people we never had the opportunity to talk to before. We were used to talking to people that were fresh blood, I suppose.
Yes. And they are also different view to these products.
Yes,
They don't understand maybe what high-end is and
Well, I think one thing that we've always been as passionate about the design as we are the sound. I mean, obviously, our background is sound, but we've always felt as a smaller company that we need to make products which attract. I say when people go shopping, sometimes they go shopping, they don't know what they're looking for, but they'll see a jacket or they'll see something just catches their eye. It's like, oh, what's that? And so they go over to it, they touch it. And so I think the design is important to get people's attention. Then when they, particularly our products now, because they're small and they're tactile, you can pick them up. They've got them, and so everything about it has to feel like what is your. It's about tactility as much as anything else. And is it going to look good in people's homes? So our aim really is to make products which people want to put on display in their homes. But sound, obviously, when you switch them on, it's like, wow.
So you would say that this is also the, let's say, USP, or what makes you different to other competitors who have maybe similar products in the compact audio size?
Yeah. I don't think I shouldn't be sound big-headed, but I do think that we lead the way. I think we make products which are another level above a lot of similar products out there. I mean, they are products there. There are some similar products out there, but they're still probably a product that most, let's say, house-proud people want to put away in their cupboard rather than put, it's not on display. Whereas I do think that our products are products that people would want to put on a sideboard or beneath a TV, or have it so people can see it, because it adds like a nice bit of ornament or a piece of furniture. It adds to the environment of the house.
And what is the strategy for the next product, upcoming products? Will there be more like this, or maybe different colors, or what is the idea to?
Yeah, I mean, colours. We are always looking. We look at architecture, we look at sort of interior design to get new ideas for the future. I think that you see where we've moved on from the R series, which is our sort of entry level. That was fairly, I suppose, more 50s and 60s inspired, 50s inspired. Definitely the new products, the 100 series, is more 70s inspired. Very clean lines, the static wooden grills, like you see here. This is very much, and so we've always got to be looking forward. It never stops. You need to be looking at. Kind of strange. I was looking at we're staying in a very nice hotel, and I was looking at the shower and the bar, the seat there, and that. I think I must update my bathroom at home. It's quite modern. Yes. Things move subtly forward all the time, so you've got to make sure that you are, you keep up to date.
So that means you are more following like interior trends and design trends than following like hi-fi or high-end trends, or is it a mix of both?
I mean, I think to have it so it's certainly we follow high-end audio trends. I mean, all of our products now support high-res audio. We adopt the latest technologies in terms of amplifier design and things like that. But we will try lots of stuff before we start. So it's a case of, as I said, it's that 80% quickly, and then it takes that 100%. It takes a long time.
Sound good? Yeah. I'm a little bit distracted because of the music, but it's you now you can hear where you are at the high-end exhibition. That's why music is playing in the background.
Yes.
So, what do you think about the audio reproduction at all for the future? What do you think? Where will the trend go to? What do you think will be important also for you as a audio company? Where to focus on, especially on the technology side, on the audio trends, analog, digital?
It's a difficult one because now we're seeing this fall back to vinyl, CDs coming back up again. So I think it's going to take a long time for people to let go of that physical format. I think so. I think with audio, particularly in hi-fi space, stereo backing is really good. 10 years ago, you'd come to a show like this, and it would be all like AV demonstrations. Now people are back to doing hi-fi demonstrations, stereo, and I think as I say, it's just down to technology. It's little increments. It's like when we look at the speaker driver, it's the new co-material. It's a new curve on the code. It's looking at different ways, just engineering, I suppose, improving on the engineering principles. Little enhancements, looking at the routing of cables inside that, everything makes a difference. That's the thing with hi-fi. I think perhaps technology in terms of the resolution is about as high as we need it to be. So I think that it's good engineering that makes a difference. Like a car, I think we know that a Porsche is well engineered. Same components as a lesser car, but everything about that car has been fine-tuned to give you that best driving experience. And I think hi-fi is very much the same. People like us who are passionate about the sound go the extra mile to tweak things and to customize and to give what we think. I mean, I've always said that we make products for ourselves. So it's not about thinking we make products that we ourselves would like to run. So I think that's important. So and this will actually happen. We would make the product that we would want to. Yes. So if we saw a gap in the market, thought, no, that's not for us. We'll let somebody else do that. We make products which we ourselves would think that would look nice in my home. There's space for that, and that's really good. And I think that's the enjoyment of what we do. We're not businessmen here. We're just enthusiasts that love to see take a concept in our heads and see it come all the way through from production to a product you can touch and feel and listen to.
But you mentioned before that you keep others doing other things that they can do good or well. But will there be, like, let's say, a turntable from Ruark in the future? Maybe that's what you mentioned. Exactly. So that will not happen.
We have no plans because we think that there's other people who do that very well. That's their passion.
Yeah, that's good.
So we don't think. We.
But you open the doors with your product. You open the doors for other companies selling turntables, to connect them with your products.
Yeah, we like working with other Riga and working with other like-minded companies. And I think that's the great thing about our industry is that everybody enthusiasts like that. We're all the same. We're all in it for the same purpose to bring great sound to the customer. We just like to make it look nice, so people it will look nice in their home too.
Yes, great. And I think it was quite a good input. Is there anything, a challenge that you see for the whole business or for the market? So anything that will be really challenging in the next, let's say, 5 to 10 years?
I think the challenge we've always had is just getting what we do out there. I think it's once people have the opportunity to hear a good system, and I think that what we offer, as you know, this show, we have some really expensive turntables, €100,000.
Yes,
crazy.
But
for instance, we offer a little system with our 610 integrated streaming amplifier and our Saber speakers, which is around €2,000. And it sounds, for somebody wanting to get into music, we've got this tagline, get back to music. But it's getting people, once people discover our products or any of our products, and they become hooked. You know, I mean, we have customers, when we have customer registrations come in, and people say, I've only just found about it. Why didn't I know about your product sooner? And I think that's the trouble with our industry. We are fairly, as we know, everyone knows Sony and they know Bose, they know things like this, but you know, it's just making people, it's that walking across the threshold of a hi-fi store shop. Most people feel intimidated, they're going to a normal hi-fi shop. So perhaps, you know, I think that probably, dare I say it, that audio shops need to be a bit more welcoming in what they put in the window to attract the, you know, learning how important window dressing is to get people into the, perhaps even the name. The name should be more inviting. You know, serving coffee or something else to get people into the. I think that's so important. I said we sort of self-produce journalists in the UK, and they know the importance of window dressing to get people through the doors.
So that means marketing will be more important in the future, and on which sales channels you sell your products, right? So not only on specialists or just on different channels.
I think we are lucky because our products the way they are, because they do look different. You know? So we do get featured a lot in like magazines, like lifestyle magazines. If you look at the design magazine, and also, I mean, in the UK in particular, if you're looking at, if there's a drama and there's a nice house in it somewhere, the interior shots quite often I see one of our products in the background because they pick the product to suit the environment.
Yeah.
So we are lucky. So we're gaining traction. People are becoming more aware of this. But even so, it's just I know our products. It's just a glimpse. But I think it's getting into the Sunday supplements, as we call them in the UK, morning newspapers. It's hard. I mean, it's social media is growing. But you've got to keep pushing.
Yes. Yeah. And you will keep pushing. So
that's
the plan. Okay.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Yeah. So, is there anything else that you like to mention about Ruark, which is important to let the people know? Maybe some upcoming highlights. I just saw some in the other room, so quite interesting speaker with phono input, something like that.
Yeah. So we got the new Emma ones.
Yeah.
So we had the the original MR1 was launched in 2013. It's just been, we went to Mark II version, but it's won multiple Watt Hi-Fi Awards. Best product of the year for the best desktop speaker. So it's been a bit of a challenge. So that speaker has become, if people were looking for a good quality desktop for their computers or inside the TV, so we've just launched this new version, which has. Which we think we have made it better. It's taken a while, as we're saying. It's got a phono gain stage built in, so you pair the MR1s, you can plug a turntable into it, great little starter system, USB audio input, Bluetooth. So just from this little pair of speakers, you can build yourself a real good little hi-fi system.
And subwoofer also.
And subwoofer, so we've been doing the homework.
Yeah, I think this is something that is very important to reach also the young new customers, because they have no idea what they can do. They maybe know some well-known brands which have very good marketing everywhere, but they don't know that there is something better existing, and especially which can be combined with turntable, because this is also quite upcoming.
Well, we did really well. The MR1, just during the COVID, when people started working from home, we sold loads of the MR1s. When people were working from home again, they had their computers, and most computer speakers are very plastic. But these were, if you've got a nice looking computer setup, having these either side, so people could work away, have music as well.
Yeah.
It's so nice. So that's, but these are more multi-purpose than that. The new ones, they can be computers, they can be used for the TV. They've got the Bluetooth lips that you can sync the Bluetooth TV with the speakers. You can control the volume using the TV remote control. So it works. It's a nice little
quite smart. Yeah. Okay.
as well.
Okay. When will it be available roundabout?
That's going to be mid-June.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Excellent. Yeah, Alan. Then thank you very much
Very
for your time and for the
Thanks
interview.
for inviting me along.
Yes, you're welcome. And yeah, wish you good luck and good success. Thank you very much.